The third episode of Loki's second season confirmed that Baldur the Brave does in fact exist or has existed in the MCU. Now, it's not surprising that this is in here, considering that at one point Baldur would have been seen in one of the companion projects, aka Multiverse of Madness, before he was cut. So if you guys have been following the news, Baldur the Brave was supposed to be in at least 4 different MCU projects to date, but never making it into any one of them. The closest we got was actually having an actor dressed up as Baldur on the set of Multiverse of Madness, and we know due to concept art and what they were going for, he was going to be played by Daniel Craig. But ultimately, that didn't happen, and they changed pretty much everything in regards to the lineup of the Illuminati and who was there. Now, in the third episode of Loki Season 2, all the way on the left, we see a statue, or a wooden carving statue, of Baldur the Brave. Obviously, right there's Odin and Thor. After this moment, we hear Loki say that this is a joke and completely inaccurate. You can then tell that Loki's a little bit jealous, as he says, why did they include Baldur? No one's even heard of him. Now, obviously, 1, this is an in-joke, but 2, it's kind of a, reference to this character existing out there, and the fact that this obscure-ish character, to the MCU at least, is here and acknowledged when the MCU has never openly acknowledged him. At one point, you think they would have when they mentioned Hela, since he falls into that same style of character, half-brother and all that, but no. And also, when it comes to Baldur in the Marvel Universe, when Baldur dies, that's supposed to bring on Ragnarok, the end of the world. Now, we got Ragnarok, maybe. That's still up for debate. We didn't really see the end of times or anything. We just saw Asgard kind of vanish. But it could still be argued that he exists somewhere in the multiverse, or maybe the proper Baldur exists, and who knows, maybe they're teasing it here for a upcoming season or a look into the multiverse. We don't really know. I'm just happy that they acknowledge that the character exists. Maybe that could get them to, introduce him somewhere. In my opinion, there's tons of places you can introduce him in. I mean, you could put the character into a multiverse film. You could put him into Loki as part of the multiverse, or in the next Thor film. I mean, plenty of options, right? So maybe they could play into this. Hey, who's ever heard of Baldur? Well, it's because he was, excommunicated out of Asgard. They wanted nothing to do with him. Suddenly, him and Hercules team up to take on Thor. It would fit the story, why not? So maybe this is sort of them leaning into we're eventually going to actually see him.